And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. Alright. Load these in. And send them off. Yay! Up, up, and up. Okay, that unlocked some things and stuff. Let's go and see what it's going to take to get into the final tier. Well, final tier in this version. They're still working on the final tiers. But okay, over here we want to see bauxite refinement. We definitely want to get into this. This unlocks the next level of conveyor belt because the alclad is what is used in that. So bauxite, the aluminum setup is now very different than what it was before. Okay, I've already got 2 bauxite nodes searched. Advanced aluminum production. It would be nice to get the Mark III miner, but that requires alclad. So we can't quite do that just yet. Hazmat suit would be nice, but not essential. And nuclear power, of course, is the be-all, end-all of power. But that's a ways off. That is a ways off. We are wanting to do that, but we need to get bauxite refinement up and running first. So that is some motors, some computers, and some heavy frames, which I happen to have. I didn't have as many as I might need. So let me go grab the rest of those materials, and I'll be right back. All right, we have more motors and more computers. Bauxite refinement is unlocked.
Milestone reached. Quartz and bauxite scanning unlocked. A new generation of basic aluminum parts is now available, which can be constructed from bauxite after a complex process of refinement. Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed.
Yeah. All right. So I've got a hard drive researching over here. Oh, it's already done. Really don't. Let's do charcoal. Why not? Let's get another hard drive scanning. Okay, so now we want bauxite. So we're gonna need a bunch of refineries. Yay, Mark V belts. Production. We're gonna need a bunch of refineries. So I want to make sure we've got the materials to do this before we leave. Let's go you and you and you. And what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need. I've got plenty of encased beams. We're gonna need some more pipe, probably. 3 more stacks of that, and some more motors. And we're gonna need a few. Well, yeah, we're gonna need a bunch of stuff here. I think I have some miscellaneous things down here that I kind of want to clean these up. I have an odd amount of encased beams. I like having full stacks of stuff. When I go venture out into the great beyond here, I never have enough like inventory storage. Even with all the inventory I have, it still doesn't feel like enough. When you start building these giant setups. So the motors and things will be fine. Those are right over here. I just grabbed some motors. I think these are it right over here. So right, 150. How about 200? How about a full 200? I still have two. Why do I? There it is. I was like, why do I have an odd amount? That's pretty good. Power-wise, we've got plenty of materials for that. We've got wire, cables. Do we have quick wire in here? Not 100% sure we have quick wire. Power. We do have quick wire. That's good. And a little bit of concrete. Not sure how much of that we're going to need, but might as well grab a little bit while I'm in the neighborhood. And grab some of you. I know I've got some over at the processing center. Shouldn't need any more than that. Okay, I just want to make sure. How about miners? I need 2 miners, so 2 of the portable miners, 4 of the portable miners. I can make those on site though. I don't need those here. The other thing I'd like to do, just because I don't think we're gonna need any more, is basically shut down the crafting of the high-level components that we don't need anymore, like these things here. So let's just shut these off. Heavy frames we're gonna need, so let's grab another stack of those. Rubber is stuff we can get there if we need it. I think we kind of have enough. I think I'm ready to venture out, because this is a long trip going out to oil. Because that's where we're going to set it up, because one of the processes that we need now is petroleum coke, which, you know, obviously comes from petroleum, so we need that. So I will venture out there and we will come back once I am landed in the oil area. All right, we are in oil now. Need to figure out where we're going to process this. So over there, I've already scouted out and run, you know, areas, run some foundations up to where we're going to want to go. So essentially the bauxite is going to come down into here, and so we're going to need a large area for petroleum coke production, and I think we have a spot right here with oil in it, a pier node. It's getting kind of crowded over here. And our foundations are sort of very, very close to where we're going to want to go. 240 a minute. I think I probably get that up to 300. Let's just type that in, 300. And no, it's exactly 300. That's nice. It might not be exact, but we have a large area here that we could use for petroleum coke. One of the things I would like to do, because obviously this is really skirting the edge, any sort of height is going to put us in a tough spot. So I think right beyond this, we're going to raise it up just a little bit. Nope, see, I didn't want... I don't know why you flipped around, but... Okay. So that'll give us the baseline. height that we're going to want. I don't think water, obviously water is not a requirement of this because the refineries only have one fluid input. So with that in mind, we don't need water, at least in this step, for petroleum coke. Now, I don't think we can craft petroleum coke directly. I think it has to be a byproduct. Let's just verify that. I wanted to get a little platform in here first. Okay, let's get a refinery. And give it a little bit of space here. Okay. Oh, we can craft. No, see, crafting petroleum coke directly requires that the heavy fuel. So what gives us the byproduct, the most byproduct for petroleum coke? I don't know. Residual fuel, polymer resin, heavy oil residue. I mean, this would do it, and then we could wind these around. That would be a long ways to go, but the output, the polymer resin output here, we could flip that and bring it over there for either plastic or coal production. You can see here I actually added 2 onto the end over here because our rubber is basically backed up. So these are plastic, these last 2 here, and they're using a lot of polymer resin. Like a lot of polymer resin. So we have more consumption of polymer resin. We could probably tack on 1 more polymer resin on this. Yeah, our fuel is, oh, that's not what I should be looking at. This guy is what I should be looking at. It would be nice to know just how many of these we can run. So this I set up for the fuel for the jetpack, so I can just come in here, grab a stack, and be on my way. That's why I have that set up the way that I do. Okay, so what is this consumption of crude oil? This is what, 60 per minute. This is 300 a minute, so 5 of these is basically what I'd be able to manage. 3. Or autosave. 5. So there's your 5 production, and they don't require any, you know, item input, thank goodness. So over here we're gonna want a something like this. And this one can be just fed directly. So this one can come in here. This one. Like so. No, get up here. And that should have really no problem pumping that up there. If we have to, I left enough space to put a pump in there if we really, really need it. Okay, so the output is going to be the heavy fuel, heavy oil residue, which is what we want. And this is going to be 130 of the plastic polymer per minute. It's going to be a lot of production of that. Okay, so over here we want polymer resin. No, not that. Polymer resin, and polymer resin. All right, now the output of these is why I have this set up so wide here. So this is going to be a total, I think it's 20 per minute each. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's going to be exactly 100 oil, or the heavy oil residue per minute. I'm going to go run over here and see if I have a little bit of concrete. I'm hoping I do. I do. Grab all of that. This is done. Pure aluminum. This right now is 80 per minute, and this needs silica. And this is a 12 to 4. So this is a little less efficient for aluminum, but it would eliminate the need to bring silica over here, which I don't know if there's any silica around here. Like, if we look at the map, our silica is coming in right over here. I think this is where we're mining silica, and we're bringing it all the way up to here and then way down to here. So there's really nothing over here. And we could technically bring some over here. It's just a lot. That'd be a lot of off-camera work making that work. So let's see what petroleum coke has in order for us. Okay, so if we do a little temporary refinery, sort of temporary, out here, and we say, I want you to be petroleum coke. You are capturing 40 per minute. So that means 1.5 of these would be plenty to keep up with the 100 that we're going to be producing. Okay, so that tells me this is going to be 120. That's going to be 240. Okay, and then this one's going to be petroleum coke, but 50% clock speed. So that's going to be another 60. So that's going to be 300 petroleum coke per minute coming out of all of these. So one thing we could do, these are lined up, so I could actually say, hey, I want you to line up right here. And I want you to line up right here. And then this one okay, and then those are fine. So pipeline, you coming out, you going in, you coming out, you going in. Then this one, like that. And then this one coming out. Going in like that. I think there's just enough space in there for a pump if I need it. I don't think I need a pump right there, but these are going to be just straight up petroleum coke, and these are actually going to have an output. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just, yeah, let's just put it right here. Okay, so these, oh, I don't need a Mark V. We're gonna put you across there, because these are it's gonna be quite a lot of these per minute. Quite a lot. If we look at the numbers, of course, this one on the end, 60. Yeah, these are gonna be a lot, actually. Now that I look at this, this is gonna be 5 times 130. 260, 4, 520. It's going to be more than this belt will be able to handle. So one thing we could do is put, see, 130, 260. So 3 of these on one. So if we take this out, add another level to there, add another level to here. So these are going to have to go up one more. Conveyor lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. This can just load right into there. Let's get a merger. There and there. So these are going to be 130, so we need at least a Mark III belt. Let's actually do a Mark IV belt. Keep it all super fast. Now, do Mark IV straight into there. And then a merger on here. We'll keep those separated. And autosave again. Base is getting hefty enough where those autosaves are taking a little time now. Alright, so there is the 2 coming out from that. Now, obviously, I could use this ginormous area in here for more refinement of these things. The petroleum, or the, whatever these, polymer resins. Yeah, polymer resins. But I've got this area over here that I could use as well, although it's going to require more water. These things, stopped. Yeah, these things sort of stopped. So I think what we can do, there's the main storage of polymer resins right down here. And this is looking a little empty, a little on the empty side. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to just push these this direction. I got rid of all my supports inside, so I'll do that in between episodes. Not a big deal. But for now, this sort of is ready to rock and roll here. So 2 there, 2 there. Okay, and there should be a power. There's the power right there. Look at that. Okay, so this pushing 300 a minute, which is what this pipe can support. And there's I don't know of any mods that give a bigger pipe. I know there's probably modders working on it, but I don't know if they've been successful yet, because that's a tricky thing. Let's check our power. Power's not doing too bad. And then we've got these guys over here. Oh, no power. Durr. Power's a good thing to have. Okay, so let's do one of you there. One of you there. And then the output for this, I kind of want to do my aluminum processing in here. And I can go and figure out if there are any amounts of silica that we bring in over here, because I kind of want to be efficient with this. So that other alternate recipe is great and all, but not very efficient on resources. Now, alclad is not something we're going to be using in vast amounts, but we are going to be using quite a bit. Okay, so petroleum coke for now we can store. So let's just store it arbitrarily here. And we are going to do we want to go up with that? I'm kind of thinking we do. Oh yeah. Let's see. Where do we want to go with this? I could put all of the, like, I could put a merger here, and it's kind of the MO here is this. No, that's a splitter. I was wondering why my arrow colors were so off. One there and there. All right, so these are going to be 120 a minute, which is exactly a Mark II belt, but we want to make sure these are going to be going in smoothly. Like so. And let's get the power set up. Okay. Now that everything has been pressurized, and here comes the first batch of petroleum coke. Yay! All right, petroleum coke is set up. That was the first major step of getting aluminum going. The next thing I want to do is I want to get these run into our setup so we don't run out of plastic and things. So that's going to be kind of tricky, but we should be able to make that work. Basically, these, I'm not sure if I want to come over here. I think the best idea would be to come over here and get these lined up Yeah, this one I knew was not going to make it. But getting this lined up here to this one. Like that. And I'll have to redo these. All right, well, that is going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.